Hello everyone, it's Will, and I'm here with a quick review of the Radiant Rider Waite Tarot by US Games Systems. So here's the box, and I'll just open it up. I've had these for a while, but I've put them back in order so that we can do a flip through. Here's the box. I will say it's sort of coming apart a little here. So here's what you get. 2 extra cards. These are the backs. All right. And then here's the actual deck itself. So I will say the cardstock is pretty flexible, which I do like. It's sturdy. And it shuffles pretty well. It's a recoloring of the Pamela Coleman Smith images. There is, maybe you can see here, copyright on every card. And I know some people really don't like that. It doesn't bother me too much anymore. It's not my favorite thing, but I can deal. And the other thing is the numbers on each card and the names. The font is different than the Pamela Coleman Smith deck, right? And so for example, right, like here's a 9 of cups. I don't love the layout of the card with the font down here and the white border. It's not my favorite. I do like the images. I think that the radiant, as they call it, coloring is particularly great maybe for folks who might be newer to tarot, or like if you're reading for someone who is maybe a little anxious or afraid of tarot. I think that the colors suggest a sort of calm and happy, optimistic mood. So I'm just going to do a little flip through here so we can see each of the cards. And so that you can see the coloring of each one. I do like the dark blue on the Hermit there, contrasted with the yellow from the lantern. And you know, the deep red and orange, I guess it is, right? And yellow on the Wheel of Fortune. It's a pretty deck. There's our sun. The bodies are very blue here on Judgment, suggesting, I think, you know, coming back from the dead, rebirth and all that. And so what I'll do once I've flipped through each of the cards is I'll shuffle them several times so that we can get them totally random. I'll do a minimum of 7 riffle shuffles. And then we'll just do a little deck interview question for a little sample reading so you can see what a little test drive of this deck might look like. And as I said, I've had this deck for quite some time, so I guess I should say it's holding up very well. Right, like none of the cards are coming apart in any way. The cardstock is good, it's strong. And it's not too shiny. It's pretty matte, which I prefer. right, here we are at the end of Pentacles. All right, so let's shuffle these. No problem. It shuffles pretty well, quite well. You can certainly riffle shuffle it. It's just slightly too stiff, in my opinion. When you do the riffle shuffle, if you do the bridge afterwards, right? It's just a little too stiff to make that really comfortable. But as you can see, I'm doing it here with no problem. I just know I have other decks that feel better in my hands when I'm shuffling them. But you know, if you're going to be doing a lot of readings in a row, and so you need to be able to riffle shuffle them quickly so that you can randomize everything, clear the deck. This deck will do that, as you can see. Okay, let's do it. Give it one more. I haven't been counting, but that's got to be over 7. Maybe, to be really certain, I'll do one more. Okay. So let's do a little deck interview question just for fun. And since this is the Radiant Rider Waite Tarot, my question will be, what does it mean to be radiant? What does it mean to be radiant? What does it mean to be radiant? 10 of Pentacles. It means to have lots of value, as much value as possible. Page of Wands, so that you can explore new things, new avenues, new directions. Ooh, and find the truth, or at least a hopeful promise that truth is on the horizon. So what does it mean to be radiant? It means being as valuable as possible, giving valuable insight to explore new directions towards the truth, or at least the hopeful promise of truth in the future. So I think that's what this deck might be good for. Valuable readings to help you explore the truth, or the promise of truth, the hope, the optimism of truth, the light at the end of the tunnel. All right, thanks so much. I hope that you enjoyed this video and you consider playing around with this deck if it's one that interests you. Have a good day.